Hi guys, we're back for another video. I'm sure you guys remember Elizabeth. Say hi, Bug.
Hi.
As you can see, Elizabeth has had her hair cut since the last video, but that's all right. We can still manage to give the little girls a nice little haircut. This haircut, it has grown out since it's been cut, so it's not.
My mom cut it.
Her mom cut it, so it doesn't look as it did when it was first cut. So it's a little difficult to manage. But if you look back here, you can see it's a little shorter in the back than it is towards the front. And I believe, I'm not quite positive, but I believe this is called an A cut or an A line, which basically just follows the jawline as far as length goes. So as a lot of people pointed out already, there has been a lot of confusion as far as when to do their hair, when to comb it, how to comb it, things like that. So if you're unable to do the hair right straight out of the bath or the shower, then a squirt bottle like this will do just fine. Usually I put nice warm water so it's not too cold on her neck and face. But you're gonna have to turn around, Buck. We're not gonna be able to do ponytails because your hair's not long enough. As you can tell, she really misses her long hair. But so again, let's start with this. And since her hair is short, we're gonna be using bobby pins. You can use these are bobby pins right here. Most girls know about them and they have them and they're part of their arsenal. So you can use these. Usually I get the kind that are at like a dollar store, CVS, Walmart, whatever you can find them. They're like $1, maybe as much as $6. These are like colored. If you can see, they're colored and they have like little sparkles on them and stuff. So her hair is nice and dry right now. So what we can do is use the squirt bottle and get it nice and wet so it's manageable for when we comb it. So just kind of mix it around, and she's going to have to close her eyes or something. Just kind of try and shield her eyes and the rest of her skin as much as possible. This is kind of cold, so...
It's just water.
It's just water, right? It's not going to hurt us.
Water is for drinking.
Water is for drinking. Yep.
And for spraying your hair.
And for spraying hair, for a bunch of different things, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So don't be afraid to apply or to spray as much as you need. Obviously, we don't want it to be dripping or anything like that. We don't want it to be soaked. And again, I mentioned this in the comments in other videos, but you really don't want to allow them to go outside with wet hair. I've been told by a number of people, including my own mother, that wet hair and going outside leads to sickness. I guess it's just like the shock of having wet hair, and honestly I don't know, but from my experience that is kind of true. So if they go outside with wet hair, then usually that does lead to some kind of illness. So now that the hair is nice and wet, we can go ahead and brush it. Brush it straight back if you want. Sorry. Just like that.
I'm sitting on the table.
And she's sitting on the table. Since our last couple of videos, we did end up moving apartments. So yeah, the venue is obviously a little bit different. We're not using the bathroom anymore. It's a little... I did try to make a video in our bathroom, but it's a little difficult. So I decided to come out here into the dining room. So now that that is done, you can kind of take a look here. Oh my goodness, what is that? Look at that face. So as you can see, let's see if we can get another light in here. Alright, it's a little bit better. So as you can see, her hair is just going straight back right now. But what we can do is part it on the side, because her hair is really short, so we have to do something with it. We can't part it down the middle, or we can, but you know, this is something that's gonna look a little more fashionable. So let's part it from the side. Can you look down at the camera? Right there. Perfect. So part it at the side and bring it all over. All over, straight like this. Okay. Very good. Very good.
How?
We're watching Ni Hao Kai Lan, so I don't know if you guys know about that, but it's kind of like Dora the Explorer, but for Chinese. So so far I know how to say Ni Hao, and what's the other one?
Ciao.
There's another one I used to know.
Pow.
I forgot. I already forgot it. But it's a cute little show. So now that her hair is parted, what we're going to do, let's see if we can get on this side again. What we're going to do is use the bobby pins to pin one of the sides, doesn't matter which one, behind her ear. What this does, if your daughter has curly hair or wavy hair and it ends up sticking out like this, then you can pin it back to her head, and it'll look a little better. So now that it's nice and wet, we can also use something like this. It's kind of like hairspray, but it's not as offensive to the hair. I don't think it has any alcohol, but it's made for kids, so you can get something like this at like Walmart or CVS or something. We also have some hair gel made by the same people, and you can use that. It's made for kids, so it's not going to harm her hair. Another thing that I was actually told is not to use a blow dryer on her hair because it could do a lot of damage to the hair. So I've obviously stayed away from that. And yeah, so now we're going to put on the bobby pins. So obviously the color side faces out. So one side sticks up, if you can see that. One side sticks up and one side is flat. The flat side goes against the head. If you have the colored ones, it's easy to tell, but the brown ones or the black ones, they're a little bit more difficult. So just remember that up is out. Okay? So now we split it with our fingers like this, just like that. Okay? And then we hold the hair. It's gonna take some practice. So don't be. My hair's kind of sticking up here. There. So make sure that it's how you want it to go, and then with the bottom side, scoop up the hair up against her head, and then push it in. Okay, so it'll grab more hair as you push it. So we can do more on this side, or we can do one more on this side, and I'm gonna just put one more on this side, just to keep it down. So same thing, split it with your fingers. Make sure that that this side right here, the one that's going up, is facing outwards, and then there you go, all done. So that's one side. So if you want to see it, see that? So now her hair is nice and pinned back. Okay, so we can put some more on that side, but we're not going to do that right now. So, but her hair looks nice and pretty. Very cute. So, okay, so that's another video for you guys. So if you guys have any other questions or comments, don't be afraid to leave them. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.